Namaste. Welcome back to Work Your Light. So thank you so much for being here. Today I'm actually thinking that a lot of us would really appreciate some sort of energy check-in. What is important for me to know? And I would really like to bring it on a little bit more personal level. So in this video, we are going right into the zodiac signs. You can find your timestamp down below in the description box, and I would advise you to absolutely have a bigger focus on your ascendant, on your rising sign, ascendant. In German we say ascendant. On your rising sign, your moon sign is going to give you a little bit more insight about like what is going on internally within you. So if you would like to have a look there, yeah, great. So I would say let's hop right in. You know what's going on. Take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. So let's see who's first. Aries. I see roses. Pardon me. Yeah, roses. And I'm kind of having this throat chakra thing going on. So for you, it is about authenticity, speaking your truth. And first and foremost, really being honest with yourself about what it is that you want and what it is that you actually don't want. Aries, you're very much asked to have a look at the wishes that you have been having. And I'm seeing the rose, you know, the wishes, the seeds that you have been planting and how you can water and nourish those dreams that you have with little steps, with little actions that you are asked to take, and putting love into it, you know, bringing, I see I think it's the Virgo card in the Moonology deck. Bring love into the situation is what I think. I'm not actually quite sure which moon it is, but nonetheless, bring love into the situation, bring love into communication, bring love into the communication that you have with yourself. So we see the rose is also kind of what we know symbolically, kind of, I believe, a symbol for love or something like that. So I do absolutely believe for you, Aries, bring love into the situation, bring patience into the situations, and first and foremost, patience with yourself. Self-nourishment is a word that I see. Exactly. I see also water. So for some of you, it's maybe about like taking a bath or really like being in the flow, being water. And for some of you, it's very much focused on maybe hydrating yourself. Yes, the rose. Anything else? No? Okay, great. Thank you. Bye, Aries. See you in the next one. Scorpio. So, Scorpio, I see bricks. It looks a little bit like you have been working on something. You've been trying to build something. I do feel effort. I do see one brick, maybe Scorpio, for you, sometimes you may feel it's not going fast enough, or maybe it's not, you cannot see like the whole picture. Maybe it may help you to take a step back and have a look at the steps that you've been taken, that were necessary for you to take in order to come to where you are at. So what brings us actually to the notion of gratitude, okay? To the notion of self-awareness is what I hear, okay? So this actually logically brings us to the point of grounding yourself, Scorpio, okay? So you are a water sign. I don't really believe emotionally. I don't know what is going on with you emotionally. I'm feeling like you're very focused on your goal. You're pretty goal focused, but it feels a little bit more like a mindful way of that. Not like, you know, with the head through the wall, but I'm like talking more about like very into the details. This is how I'm getting it. Maybe that's why they show me only one brick. But they're also showing me a wall. I do see a wall, Scorpio, that you've been building. And Right now, I'm actually asking myself, why did you build a wall? Is there something that you would like to shield yourself from? Maybe it may, because they show me that there is something behind this wall. Maybe it's Scorpio, maybe for you, this is something now that comes into the process. For some of you, it might be cool. For some of you, it might not resonate, okay? So, but Scorpio, could it maybe be that you might need to take a moment of time out and have a look at a peekaboo, is what they say, on the other side of the wall. Maybe there's something, maybe something had changed. Maybe something that, and I'm getting chills, maybe something in regards to what it is that you would like, that you wanted to shield yourself from, is actually something that might benefit you now. Have a look at it, Scorpio, because like I'm getting chills, like flowy chills, seriously. Beautiful, Scorpio. So that was your guidance for now. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm wishing you a great day. Pisces, great. What do I see? I see a Christmas tree, Pisces. I actually see a Christmas tree. I anticipate it to be a Christmas tree because it looks like a Christmas tree, but it's not yet decorated. So what actually brings me to the idea of, like, Pisces, are you making it for yourself beautiful? I mean, you have this beautiful tree over there. You have like potential. It's like there's potential for creativity, but maybe you are not aware of the tools that you are actually already being given. I'm getting chills. This could be the point. It really feels like there is something that maybe you've been creating, or maybe you have been buying, or you have been maybe investing it. It's like an empty house. And it could be that maybe some of you are overwhelmed by the possibilities that you have. But Pisces, you know your favorite color actually, isn't it? I mean, like, don't you know your favorite color? Don't you know whether you would like to have those Christmas balls to be like shiny or with glitter? I mean, you know how you would like to decorate your home. You know the colors that you prefer. You know what calms you. You understand what I mean? So maybe taking a step back and having a look at the tools that you are being given would bring you a lot more further than maybe being overwhelmed at the right now moment, asking yourself like, dang it, how this Christmas tree is like so beautiful, what the heck am I going to do with it? So of course, guys, this is just a metaphor, of course. So take it if it resonates and leave what doesn't. So Pisces, that was your guidance. Thank you so much for being here. I am wishing you a great day. Sagittarius, what I'm actually seeing is like a tower. It's not a tower. Yeah, it's a tower. This tower is like made out of bricks with like a, like a roof. And I see this tower. Behind the tower, there's darkness. It's like it's at night. Okay, and this tower is dark. It looks like empty. And I really don't know what you would like to do with this tower. Maybe this tower could be something that it could relate to the Tower card. Okay, and maybe you don't know whether you want to tear this one thing down or you actually would like to leave it, because the point here is, when I first saw this tower, it was switching. Kind of the visual was switching. It was switching from a brick-built tower, like with moss and like, it's like a very old tower. And the other tower that actually I have been seeing was like this tower that you use for ships with the light that everyone can see, like the safe haven. So it feels a little bit like Sag, like you have something in front of you, And your guides actually want you to know that it is completely up to you what it is going to be. Yes, and I'm getting chills. It is up to you whether you are going to turn this energetically. Believe in the impossible is what I get. Whether you want to tear this old tower down, maybe rebuilding it. You can rebuild it. You can transmute everything. Okay? The point here is the most important point here is who you believe to be. Who is it that you want to be, Sagittarius? And then act accordingly. Does this thing, what you have in front of you, does this match your vibration? Maybe you just perceive this tower as a very old tower, or maybe you just perceive this tower as something that is actually meant to be broken down, but you don't know that. Maybe it's just based on your perception. Maybe it's important for you to do the Hanged Man and maybe just like change your perspective. I think what your guides really ask you to do is to look inside of you. And before you tear down a tower, ask yourself, why is it that I would like to tear this tower down? What is my real intention? What are my wishes, my hopes, my dreams behind this act or behind this thought? Okay, Sagittarius? So that was your guidance. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm wishing you a great day. Gemini. So what I actually see is like, I think it's a lotus flower. It has white petals. Okay, so this actually reminds me of a card. I think it's from the Lightworker Oracle deck, I believe. And it said like the ever unfolding rose cracked wide open. I believe this is like the imagery that they want to get me in order to get to this card. Gemini. We had a full moon in Gemini yesterday. And I tell you from my side, I am a Gemini rising. Dang, those days are like very emotional. Okay, so Gemini, I believe it is meant to be like that. Absolutely. It is important to be cracked wide open and just like guys really having this ugly cry and seeing also those sides of ourselves where we thought like, I actually didn't want to see this side again, but yeah, let's see this side again. Let's love this side. Let's love it. Let's have compassion for this part of us that is alive. Okay, and that's completely fine. We don't need to kill it. It is we are not here to kill those sides. We are not here to close their mouth in order to not speak. No, we are here to let them speak up because they some of them are traumatized, some of those parts. And it's important to let them talk. Let's give them a voice. Let's have communication with them. Let's invite them to communicate with us, to trust us. See them as entities. See those beliefs, those sides, those characteristics, whatever you want to call it. See them as entities, as a soul. And honor it as a soul. We always like to let people talk with us on eyesight. I think it's what it's called, like on the same level. So let's that's what we would like for ourselves. We would like people to be compassionate with us and understand us and have patience with us. That's what we are asked to give ourselves right now. That's very important. Listen to ourselves and absolutely allow also like the ugly side come up and calling it beautiful and recognizing the beauty in it. What was our first pure intention behind that? And I can tell you about, like, from my part, the previous days, it was pretty much about fairness and being fair with others. So now I'm asking myself, like, where have I been missing being fair with myself, and maybe putting a little bit too much pressure on myself. Let's imagine that when we're talking with ourselves, we're talking to a child. We would never talk with our children like that. Never. And we would never like our children to talk with themselves, about themselves, or with others in that manner. So what is left to do actually is to walk our talk and start with ourselves first. That's what we came for. So Gemini, that was your guidance. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a great day. Taurus, what I see is earth, stone, kind of elements that you could build a house with, or that you can build a house on. Taurus, for me, it feels a little bit like scattered energy is what I get. For some of you, you might feel maybe overwhelmed by the situation, maybe overwhelmed by the tasks that you have. And what I absolutely get is take a time out, Taurus, because under pressure could create a lack mentality. Okay, when you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do now? Sit down and meditate. And that's as simple as it sounds. It actually is. Because in grounding, Taurus, you're an earth sign. I believe you're gonna find some kind of relief, is what I get. Quiet your mind. And you're gonna get your feeling of security again, which will then lead to you see your opportunities. As simple as that. And I'm getting for you, Taurus, just like, don't trust the voices. Don't trust those voices that say you can't. You fucking can. Pardon my French, but that's how it works. So Taurus, thank you so much for being here. That was your guidance. I'm wishing you a great day. Libra, my love. Okay, I see swords. Libra, you're an air sign. Swords could be for some of you that maybe you had some sort of, or you had, interesting that I say you had, maybe you're currently having, or you have had some internal battles, is what I feel. For some of you, they might reflect on the outside, but I do somehow feel that being in your head too much and like being too much worried about other people doesn't gonna help you. So come back to your center, Libra. Come back to your center and embrace maybe some alone time. Embrace your feelings and your thoughts. Let them just rush in. Let them rush through. It's okay. Just like let them. It feels a little bit like they want to show me like Libra is sitting there meditating and just surrendering to all of these thoughts and mixed thoughts and emotions that are coming through. This is what I get for you, Libra. And then maybe just speaking it out, maybe communicating it. It just feels like your guides really are asking you to release it. Feeling finding a way for yourself to release those emotions, releasing those thoughts, whether it is to physical activity. This is literally what I just heard, physical activity, having communications with others, just like maybe having someone who's just listening, not really giving you advice or something like this, but just like, and I feel that I'm like talking pretty fast, and I'm a Gemini, you know, a Gemini rising. So I know what it is like to have like this little monkey going on in my head, but breathe could be a good thing for you, Libra. Breath work, calming down, maybe slowing down your speech on purpose and listening mindfully to the words that are leaving your mouth could help. So, Libra, for you, surrender to the divine is the quote for you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a great day. Leo. Okay. What am I getting from Leo? I do actually see a park. I see nature. I see bushes. That's actually the first thing that I see. I see bushes, a lot of bushes. I don't know, maybe there's, we have, in German, we have a saying. It says, da ist wohl etwas im Busch. Maybe there is something in the bush. We say this, I don't know. It sounds like so funny to say it in English, but maybe for some of you, Leo, there is something hidden that you might not yet see, some sort of, it have some sort of a surprising nature. It feels exciting, to be honest. It is absolutely, it's so interesting. Maybe some of you, Leo, think that there is something hidden and you maybe anticipate something bad coming. Could be the point. But actually what I'm getting is excitement. The energy that I'm feeling is excitement, is adventurous, is new, is fresh, is air. It's like I'm getting fresh air, and the bushes that I see are like so green, like very green, like very fresh, very, you know, green, like that, you know, whatever. So, yeah, they're like, I just see a beautiful part of nature, and awesome. I'm very, I don't know, it really, what I'm getting is like pure curiosity about like, what is coming next? This is what I get. This is what I feel when I'm feeling into the energy of Leo, okay? Excitement, creativity, and kind of a deep knowing that there is something like that wants to catch you off guard, to surprise you. This is how I feel, and I'm feeling like I'm vibrating. Like this feels like so real and so tangible. It feels so tangible. Great, Leo. That sounds actually cool. Okay, my guides are just giving me the hint, like, okay, like they say, like, okay, no, what is the advice? The advice is simple, Leo. Surrender to the divine. Just really welcome, okay? Welcome yourself is literally what they say. Welcome yourself and what it is that you want to be, because this is in the bush. Great. Leo, thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a great day. Bye. Hey Capricorn, welcome to your guidance. So for you, I see a car. For you, I see a car. Okay, a car, a vehicle. Actually, it is kind of switching between the color blue and red, which is very interesting. What I do actually see is a car that I actually know. It is a Mercedes. And I think it's kind of around the 80s, built in the 80s, I believe. In the early 80s, mid 80s. And it's a limousine, I think. And Actually, the dominant one is what I see. It's a blue one. Very interesting. I don't know. Blue to me is the color of the throat chakra. I do actually very much appreciate this car. I find it very beautiful. So let's work with it, okay? What I do actually get from this is like the good old days. And it feels a little bit like, Capricorn, you're missing the good old days. Could be for some of you. For, you know, the things that this car, maybe it's not only about the good old days, because to me, this car that I'm talking about is having kind of a word written above it. It said reliability. Very interesting reading, to be honest. Very interesting. Okay, so let me do my best really to work with it, because I do feel it's like a mix of what I believe this card to represent and kind of implement it in your reading. Beautiful, actually very nice game. So reliability. So it feels a little bit like there is this car that is very reliable, and it feels a little bit like this car is kind of, it feels to you like it is far away, or this reliability, or this something to rely on. Maybe there is something, maybe Capricorn, you are kind of missing reliability, or maybe you are maybe missing structure. Maybe you are missing, maybe you want to create something that is reliable, something made from stuff that you have been relying on long time ago, because this car's from the 80s, you know. Maybe there is something in the 80s that you have been learning, or that you have been practicing purchasing. I actually don't believe that it's something material. I do really believe that this car is representing something that really had like, that really had a reliability status for you. Maybe a practice that you've been learning, something that you could kind of get back to, and something that you can get back to and kind of, it's kind of a source for something that is going to carry you on further. Maybe you haven't been seeing it. Maybe because I do feel that this car is far away from you. And maybe there is something that you have been learning or practicing that will now benefit you, and that will now give you some sort of a stability or stable foundation. Maybe it's an option that you have not been taking into consideration, that it might benefit you. It's very interesting. It feels a little bit like a game, like a puzzle. I mean, my guides and your guides have been starting to play from the first. Maybe it has something to do with games. Maybe it's something to do with playfulness. Maybe something with your childhood or something like that, because the 80s were for me my childhood. I was born 83. So maybe that could be the case for you. Could be the case. So very interesting. I'm actually very, if some of you really feel like, wow, I really know what it could be, and that's like an aha moment or an epiphany, I would absolutely appreciate if you would write it down in the comment section. So Capricorn, that was your insight, I believe, your guidance. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a great day. Cancer, my love. Cancer, for you, I instantly see a very big red heart. like a very big pumping red heart. Very beautiful heart, very strong, you know, a very strong heart, very strong love is what I get. A very something, it is, what do I get from this heart? What is the energy that I get? It's a little bit like, I heard the word freedom. I heard the word release. It feels a little bit like, because I see this heart, that sounds a little bit strange, I know, but I see this heart is kind of dripping. It doesn't feel that it's in pain, not at all, but it feels like your cup is overflowing and maybe it's time to share. Thank you. That's so beautiful. I'm a Cancer sun. So yeah, Cancer, maybe it's time to share your love. I heard again the word hibernation. Still don't remember what the word in German is. I don't know who of you is kind of German speaking. I'm gonna put the translation of hibernation over there. Absolutely, because I do feel this is a great way for me to remember the translation. So hibernation, it feels a little bit like, hibernation means kind of like this, what we do in the winter time. Very interesting, because today is the winter solstice. Well, for some of you, it is time to share. For some of you, it could be time maybe to not overshare and also taking care of yourself. This could be for some of you, but first and foremost, I feel like share your love, Cancer. Share your love. If your cup is full, have a look inside of you. If your cup is full, feel free to share some love. And it doesn't mean that you have to cut yourself. It is completely enough if you just smile at people. If you tell them how beautiful they are. If you tell them, hey, you're loved. It could absolutely make fun if you do this for random people. Like, I do see this a lot on TikTok and Instagram, to be honest. But in fact, it exists everywhere. And you don't need to do this, like to go on the street and like talk to random people if you don't feel comfortable with this. If you would like to expand like your comfort zone, do it. Like really for real, do it. But it is absolutely enough if you talk to yourself like that, first and foremost. And then absolutely maybe share this in your family and tell people you love them. Tell people you appreciating them. Tell people they are loved by you. We are here to support each other. We are here to help each other, Cancer. You have so much love and comfort, feeling cozy. I am sitting in front of a fireplace with a fire, I don't know, burning, whatever. You know, this is like the comfort, love, coziness feeling that we actually are here to give. I mean, like, Cancer is well known for something like that, to spread cozy, comfortable feelings. So let's do this. Yeah, very beautiful. Cancer. The guidance from your guides is authenticity. Be as pure, as real, as authentic as you can, and allow yourself to be, and pull back as soon as you feel you need to. What I get basically is kind of keep on moving, keep on doing what you're doing because you're doing great. And don't let those voices in your head try to convince you other way. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. Have a great day. Virgo. Okay, so I'm getting actually a lot of nature vibes for almost every reading, to be honest. For you, I get like it's a park area, but the lake is actually the bigger focus. And I see that this lake is pretty busy. There are a lot of ducks and frogs and stuff is going on. I'm hearing noises. Virgo, could it be that you are maybe a little bit too much in your head? Maybe maybe you're listening too much to other people for some of you. For some of you, Virgo, it could absolutely be the case that it's important for you to pull back, and that it's important for you to really ground yourself again, okay? Remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself, why am I here? Okay, let's pull back. Ask myself, why am I actually right now here? So what brought me here? Or why do I want to be here? What is the reason that I'm participating in this or that I am having the conversation about this or that? You know, come back to basics, Virgo. Back to basics, I believe, and grounding yourself. That's why we have the park and the lake. You know, they could give me a busy office room, but they give me a park because there's the answer. Maybe really connecting to nature, Virgo, and grounding yourself will do a lot for you. Okay? Not only the noises and the voices that we hear around us, but also within our head. So, exactly. The point is also, your guides want you to know, it's like, don't keep yourself busy on purpose. No, pull back, Virgo. Allow yourself to meditate, allow yourself to calm your mind, and allow these feelings. Some of them sometimes can feel scary. I know this. But in the end, it's you. In the end, it is you. In the end, Virgo, it comes from you, out of you. It is something that you have been creating. So you have the same power, the same, you have the tools to transform this belief. You have the tools also to have a different point of view on those old beliefs, and don't kind of bash yourself to have those feelings. Try to communicate with them, okay? Try to understand them. Understand why they came here, why they were here at first place. What is it they want to tell you? Because they want to communicate, Virgo, okay? Very important. Communicate with your emotions, communicate with your belief systems. And calm down, Virgo. Calm down, calm your mind, calm your body also. Maybe take a walk in nature, take a walk in the path, maybe some alone time, pull back, whatever you need to get quiet, do it. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo. Have a great day. Bye. Aquarius. So, what is the energy that I'm feeling for Aquarius? I hear the word of comfort. What I get, the energy that I'm getting is a little bit stressed for some of you. Maybe for some of you there's a lot going on around you, and there maybe in your close circle, there might be people that are maybe not on the same vibe like you, and that's totally fine. And I know that when I say like, and that's totally fine, Aquarius, you might say, yeah, I know that's totally fine. Yeah, we know that you know that it's totally fine. But I mean, Aquarius, let's face it, sometimes we are human, okay? And what we would like to convey to you is that it is okay to sometimes not be okay with the vibe of others. It is okay, because this is to accept that it is not okay for us, and to be okay with the fact that it's not okay. We know that our higher self is always going to push us further. We know this. So take a moment, take a step back, Aquarius, and have a look at that, what you actually would not like to have a look at this part of you that actually is feeling kind of like, dang, like, why? For some of you, it's like you're asking yourself about people like, why are you in this fear? Why are you in this lack mentality? That's okay. But let's take a step back and ask ourselves, why does this behavior trigger us in first place, Aquarius? Why is it like that? And sometimes the answer is pretty simple. Maybe we are putting this pressure on us. And maybe it is quite okay. It's like there is no rush in the stuff that we are doing. We are way more faster, quote unquote, way more faster and way more in the flow if we just surrender and let people be people and love them for who they are. If we see people around us really suffering and we really don't understand why maybe they are in a depressive mode, we don't know how they feel. We don't know how they came here, as well as they don't know how we came here. But as long as we are the ones that are standing, let's reach the hand to those that are not able to stand up themselves. So, but always having compassion first and foremost for ourselves, and being okay for not being okay sometimes that they are not okay. You understand what I mean? And that's okay. That's totally fine, because in that we will find the notion of surrendering. As soon as we are okay with sometimes not being okay with it. And because this will lead to not having those expectations towards ourselves, which will then lead to not having those expectations towards others or in regards to others. Right, Aquarius? Beautiful. Aquarius, you're doing really great. Just be soft with yourself. That is the key. Be gentle with yourself. Have patience with yourself. Mother yourself first. Okay? And you are great. However you are at the right now moment, because Aquarius, you are doing your best, really. We are all just like doing our best at the right now moment. And that's what we can do. And never underestimate a seed that you have been planting. You cannot convince people, but that's the point. Don't underestimate a seed that has been planted by you while you were talking or walking your talk, because when people see you, they learn more from you than from what you say. You can be inspiring, you can be motivating, but you will never be able to change people. The only influence that you have is energetically. And that's by what you are spreading energetically. That's all. And the rest that you can do is only towards yourself. That's how it's meant to be. It is like that on purpose, that we get that it is not ours to carry. That's why we cannot influence. We could force people, but we can never really have an impact on them in a way that completely alters their mind instantly. It's a process, like it has been a process for us. And as much as I, for example, have been really taking my sweet time to get where I am right now, let's give them the right to evolve in their pace. That's their right. That's important. That's our right too. So, thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. And I love you. I'm wishing you a great day, and bye.